I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rika Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which root great millstone while in Shalawam, to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, may you endure unto the end. Shalawam Wa Ba. It says in Revelation 7, verse 1, and after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw, and the four angels are holding the four winds back from the promised land area, which you know as the Middle East, all right, which is really Western Asia, and they're holding back nuclear war, World War III. All right. It says in verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the Father, to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, which they're the angels that are going to lead the nuclear destruction of America, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, and till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, which the seal is Isaiah, not Isaiah, it's Ezekiel 9, verse 4. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which is a people before a place, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And that mark, when you go into that word, tawa, it means exemption from judgment, and our desire is for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, tawa, desire. We have our desires for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, and this is a spiritual mark, and this mark is a sign of exemption from judgment. All right. It says in verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, that the the spiritual mark of being exempt from judgment, and begin at my sanctuary. And it says, then they begin at the ancient men, which when you see that word, that's elder, the elders of Israel, which were before the house, which they're not, these elders are um, not righteous. All right, these are false prophets, which were before the house. All right, because in Revelation it tells you in verse, I'll start at 1. He says, unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write these things, saith he that holdeth the seven stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the seven golden candlesticks. I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil, and thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and has found them liars. All right, so there's false prophets amongst the true prophets. All right, and they're going to be judged, and they're going to be left here to die in a lake of fire, which America is going to suffer nuclear destruction at the return of Yahweh Shai, which will end all wars. All right. Now, Revelation 7, verse 4, And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the sons of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephilim, not, 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 forgive me, Nephathim, Nephthalim were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000, which is 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel. Verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, which the Israelites been scattered through all the nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, which they speak different languages, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. So our power's name is Yahweh, the power of Israel, and he gave us Yahweh Shai and gave us to Yahweh Shai, the Lamb. All right. Now, once again, you had Israelites scattered throughout the world amongst all the nations. And I wanted to get the point of only the Israelites are able to serve the Lord and worship the Lord. Romans 9, verse 4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and were adopted back to our power by Yahweh Shai, and the glory and the covenants, and the giving of the law, which was given to the Israelites, and the service of our power, and the promises, whose are the fathers, which were Israelites, sons of Jacob, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came. He came as an Israelite. He didn't come as an Edomite. He didn't come as an Hamite. He didn't come as a Japheth, right? He came as an Israelite out of the tribe of Judah, of the lineage of King David, who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So not every Israelite is going to be saved. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to perish here in America, in the valley of uh, death. The 2/3 are ordained, predestined to reject the truth and perish here. All right, creating value. All right, because that shows the elect are more precious, though they're less that are going to be saved. All right, they're more precious, for more are going to be destroyed. It says in Revelation 7 and 11, it says, and all the angels stood round about the throne, and the throne is a chariot, which you know is a so-called UFO, and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshipped Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, saying, Amen, blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? Which it tells you in Revelation 19 and 7. It says, Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife, which are the Israelites, had made herself ready, and to her was granted permission, right? Because we follow the word of Yahweh, that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints, which our righteousness is not of our own, it's of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right. So this is why we're going to be praising Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai in our salvation. It says, verse 14, Revelation 7, verse 14, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest, and he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb, which we do this by the word, we're washed by the word. Therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat, which we're going to be saved from that nuclear destruction of America. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. This is why he established the prophets. Malachi 4, verse 5, it says, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh, which he's going to send his son Yahweh Shai back to judge the world. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the sons, which you had Abba Bivens, pass the torch down to King Mashah, the outer of One West, and the heart of the children to their fathers, which you're going to have younger men come out of the school of One West, which you have the apostle elders, which rule great millstone while today, which taught us the truth, to their fathers, which they heard their teachers and now are wiser than their teachers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. That curse is the plague of the nuclear destruction. All right. So the Lord set up a way for us to be saved, and he gave us prophets. Only our nation, the nation of Israel, has prophets. Now there is prophecies which are they think as predictions that come through the other nations, because they have visions and uh, uh, that they have visions that they have, so they're able to uh, give prophecy. All right, just like Trump, he told the press, all right, Nero, that he's not making it into heaven. That's a prophecy, right? Because the heaven to come is righteous. So it tells you that nothing that is an abomination and loveth to make a lie will enter into the kingdom of heaven. So the Edomite is not going to be enjoying the kingdom of heaven. They're going to be uh, slaves, but distance in the um, closeness they are even to the elect. Because in the story of the rich man and Lazarus, it tells you there was a great gulf in between them, which are the other nations. Esau is the bottom of the barrel, and the Israelites are the top notch of all the nations. All right. So we're going to be far from the Edomite, though we're going to have the Edomite in slavery. All right. We're going to have other nations closer to us than the Edomite. All right. He's going to be in the caves, sleeping in the puddles in the caves. All right. But the other nations, they're gonna serve us and rejoice, all right? Because when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. It says, "For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters," which is this truth, which you hear it from a prophet. of the nation of Israel. And our power shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, which it tells you in Revelation 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. So the new heaven is the Israelites ruling, and the new earth is the heathen as our slaves. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, which is this system now, and there was no more sea. There'll be no more, what they call it, a melting pot of people. It says, and I, John, saw the new, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from our power, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, which we're going to be changed when Yahushai comes, but we're being washed by the word currently. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is with men, Israelite men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh's power himself shall be with them, and be their power. And Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And that's why when Yahushua comes back, he's going to be known as uh, faithful, fulfilling the word. 2nd Ezra 15, verse, start at 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, which are the Israelites, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And when Yahushua comes back, he's going to be faithful and true in fulfilling the judgments. Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, which is that throne. And he that sat upon him, Yahushua, was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war, which he's going to judge the world according to the law of Yahweh. For Yahushua is the word. So when he comes back, that's the standard that's going to be lifted on this place, right? A standard of righteousness, when this whole time the world was under the wicked. So they're going to perish, right? Like their own dung. But the elect, which are being sanctified by the truth, are being prepared as a bride to meet her groom. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Wa Abba Babal.